Hello everyone, welcome back to the Budget Sportsman. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Last night I wasn't feeling too well, so I did an observation sit on some private property that I had permission to hunt, and I saw probably 30 deer in the neighboring property. The good news is the property that I had permission to hunt is almost like an L, and it wraps up around behind the neighbor's property, and so a lot of those deer came out of the property I do have permission to hunt onto the neighboring property. So today I've wrapped up around behind the neighbor's property, and I found a spot here where I'm pretty sure is a spot they were coming out last night. There's a lot of oaks dropping right here. You can hear them dropping right now. And there's a good trail here. While I was getting set up, two does, a small doe and a bigger doe, came up through. And then they actually looked back down the woods and then took off. So I don't know what was down there that spooked them. But I finally got set up. I'm ready to go. I'm not real high, but I got a lot of good cover here. And I've only got one little shooting window right up here that's kind of my moment of opportunity. Last night there were a couple of good bucks that did come out into the field, so I've got my fingers crossed that maybe one of those bucks will come out right here again. I'll get a chance tonight, so stick with me. Let's go hunting. Well guys, it's only 5 o'clock and I just shot a doe. Not sure if I should have done it or not. She was on high alert, but she was only 15 yards. She kind of caught me drawing back, but it looked like a good shot. I'm going to review it on camera. It's so early, and Pennsylvania changed the law a few years ago that you can take more than one deer without tagging the first one. So it's so early that I might get down and turn off my light and knock and get back up in the tree, but I'm going to review the footage first and see what I think. up in the stand within 15 minutes. I had more deer under me. So that's why I haven't really given you an update, but probably in a few minutes I'm going to back up and try to start tracking in the light. I was hoping to see a good buck by now. Last night there was a good buck that came out right through here. One that I would have shot. But who knows, different night, different weather, different conditions. But the wind's good for me. Everything's good, but maybe it's just not the right night. So I'll probably give it another 10 minutes and then I'll back up and get down. Well guys, I just got down. It was a good night, saw a lot of deer. Really fun just watching deer all around me most of the night. I saw that one little spike or 4-point. Never did see a big buck, but not sure what happened. That spike came out, or 4-point, whatever it was, and I think he may have seen me just a little bit. And he didn't tear off, but he kind of turned and walked down, and then a couple other deer followed him, and then it kind of quieted down after that. So I decided to get down and let's start tracking. I just do think she may have turned to the right a little bit, but I can't see. Oh wait, yeah, look. Is that it right there? Oh no, that's not it. Got a little excited. She definitely went a ways.
Right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Right here. Oh, it's coming out both sides for sure, because there's blood there and here.
Right here. Right here.
There she is. Oh yeah. Not a big one, but good double lung shot. I'll take it. Well, y'all, it's always good to get a deer in the freezer early on in the season. It's only the third day of the season here in Pennsylvania, and I always hunt a little bit more relaxed with a little less pressure when I can get a deer in the freezer and a tag field early in the season. It's always good when my family comes out after the shot to help me out find the deer and all that kind of thing, and get everything taken care of. I'm not going to show you too much of that stuff because you know how YouTube is, but I wanted to mention I just got in this new saddle. It's the Custom Gear Modification Sidewinder. Hadn't even tried it in a tree yet, just tried it on only in the house. And I decided, hey, what better way to try it out than to actually take it hunting? Wasn't in the tree an hour when I shot my first deer, so I emailed the guys over at Custom Gear Modification. They told me that they sew this saddle with lucky threads, so I might tend to believe it. I'm going to put my tag on the deer. You always see the footage from all other hunters in other states where they're notching their tag. We've never had a notch tag in Pennsylvania. We always just wrote on the date and everything. Well, now we have to notch it out with the date. So I'm about to go notch my first ever tag, get this deer cleaned up and processed, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this hunt. Until next time, remember to get off YouTube and get outdoors into God's great creation.